Good morning again, y'all. It's Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. Just going to do a little bit of a talk here, not really a fishing report or anything. Going to talk about the shop, going to talk about some stuff that's going on, some stuff I want to talk about if you guys have guide trips booked with me or any of the other guides during the winter time. Uh, this weather the last couple of years has been kind of up and down, up and down. A lot of warm days, but the mornings are still cold. Uh, First of all, I'm going to talk about the shop. I'll get into the rest of that later on. As far as the bait shop, it's slow. You guys, we're going to try to keep our doors open all winter. We're not going anywhere. If we close up now through February, we'll be open all next year. But we're going to try not to. We've got a lot of people that depend on us to have minnows every morning. And, we're going to try to be open at least 5 hours a day just for them customers. Right now, it's warm enough. Our kids are getting on the bus. They're doing fine on their own. But once it gets cold, Jessica's going to have to get all the kids on the bus. So we're not going to make them walk from our house to the bus stop. So she might not get here till around 7:30 in the morning. Then we'll be open till at least noon during the week. Fridays and Saturdays we're going to try to stay open till 3. If I can get somebody to work the shop this weekend, it will be open 6 a.m. to 3 tomorrow. If I can't, it will be closed. We're going to be hunting with the kids all weekend. That's more important than 3 or 4 or 5 customers in the bait shop to us. So, Sunday we'll probably try to be open 6 to noon. And then all next week we'll try to be open. With hunting season, we do like hunting, as most of you know. If we go out of town hunting, we might close up a day or something. But just kind of, if you guys need minnows, Phillips 66 uptown, Osage Mini Mart, they do have minnows. I think all the marinas are pretty well closed up now. I think Puddle Jumper still has minnows. There's a couple out on 7 Highway, I think, that still have minnows during the winter time. Other than that, that's about all I've got. Everybody that's been coming in has been asking what we're going to do with our hours. Right now we're on a fence. Some days we don't have any customers at all already, and normally that don't happen until December or January. It's really early this year, especially for as nice a weather as we've had. The economy, it's hurting these tourist towns like that. A lot of people, like one guy I was talking to in here this morning, with his business, he don't see it, but he's up in the city. He doesn't see the tourism side of the economy. A lot of people, a lot of our disabled people, a lot of our people on fixed incomes living on SSI or Social Security or whatever, they barely have money to feed themselves right now. With the prices of food going up like they have, they haven't got no big increases on their pay. Everybody that works an hourly job, they got big pay increases, which their money's even tight right now with the prices of fuel and food and all that. Gas prices have come down, so that's helping a little bit. Diesel prices, however, I drive a diesel truck. They're going up. Or at least here they are. They're not going down. So people like me that drive a big diesel truck, it hurts. That it's sad to see, but that's what happens on years like this. We seen it in 2008. We seen it in 2012. It shuts these tourist towns down. A lot of days I'm fishing the main lake, I might only see 1 or 2 boats. This week it was really nice weather, so there was a few boats out. We did have a few customers in the shop each day, but usually by noon it's done. I mean, we don't have anything after that, so that's kind of our decision. Instead of closing up a day or two a week so we can do stuff we need to do, our decision's just to close at noon Sunday through Thursday, and then try to stay open till 3 Friday and Saturday. So a lot of, like Baker's and Lincoln, I think they close up on Mondays, or at least they did the last couple of years. So we don't really want to close on Mondays. We do get business from that. That's about it. If you guys need anything, you got me on Facebook or whatever, just shoot me a message. See if I'm going to be here from getting in. I'm still fishing every day during the week pretty well. I'm usually back in the shop somewhere between 1 and 3 this time of year for at least 45 minutes while I'm cleaning fish. You shoot me a message. I can probably meet you here at that time. So that's about it. As far as on the shop, just getting a lot of questions on that. So what I want to talk about, if you guys have trips booked with any of the guides, especially catfishing, I know some of the guides have enclosures. Some of the catfish guides do. That's nice. You can kind of pick and choose what you wear then. It's still going to be cold. The floor of the boat's going to be cold. Wear warm shoes. Wear thick socks. If you've never wore alpaca socks, during the winter time, they don't sweat. I've actually got wool socks on right now just because I'm going to be doing some digging outside. I got a water line leaking here at the shop again. My feet are sweating right now being in the shop with the wool socks on. Alpaca socks, that won't happen. They're really good for hunting, fishing. The gloves are a must. I do want to mention something about that I see a lot. If you just try to keep your gloves on, your hands are going to freeze out on the boat. Whether you're crappie fishing, catfishing, you're better off to keep your hands in your pockets. I've got heated gloves. I can still keep my hands in my pockets just like this. It works so much better. Put hot hands. You know, they make the ones for your shoes. Once it gets real cold, I put them in my shoes. Just stick them to the bottom of my sock. They work great. I don't use them unless it's not going to get above freezing that day. I always keep hot hands in the boat. Usually I get kids and stuff that get cold. A lot of parents don't dress their kids proper for going out on the boat because they don't have warm gear or whatever. Don't make them kids sit out there and suffer through cold weather. That's miserable to me watching it, and I do see it all the time. Go buy them kids some clothes if you got a guide trip booked in the middle of winter. Even if it's supposed to be 50 degrees that day, you've got that wind coming off the water. It is going to be cold. I mean cold. Especially going out of a morning. You know, that's your coldest time is when you're going out to where you're fishing and when you're coming back. You don't want to get cold the first thing of the morning. Then you're going to be cold the rest of the day. You can't get warm. So it's always better to wear too much clothes and not enough. I can't preach that enough. Anybody that's fished with me knows it during the winter time. Wear all the warm clothes you can wear. You can always take clothes off. But once you get cold, you can't get warm back up. I do keep a heater on my boat once it gets real cold. I got a big porch heater I put on the front of the boat. You can go up there and get warmed up, whatever. But like your crappie guides and stuff, they don't have that. You've got to dress proper. And a lot of times I don't have mine. If it's going to be real windy, them heaters don't do you a bit of good out there. You have to be able to wear something that's going to block that wind off, going to keep you warm. That's about it. Yeah, and as far as catfish, the colder it is, the better they bite. Until you get a shad kill, and then you just got to switch areas, and they're still going to be biting really good. So I'm pretty well booked up most of this winter. I do have quite a few openings left in February, a couple in January, but they'll book up. I do know there's several other guides out there that's posting they still have openings, so if you guys want to get in and do some fall fishing, get with one of them guys. That's about all I really wanted to talk about. Mainly the bait shop, and make sure you dress warm. I can't think of anything else. This winter, everything's going to be slow. If you guys want to see some more how to do something videos, let me know. I can probably make them this winter while everything's slow around here. I'll be in the shop quite a bit, probably on my days off. Can't think anything else in here I want to talk about, really. Meat Hunter, they did come out with some new rods. They're the bright colors, pink, orange, green, the neon stuff. So that's kind of neat. They come in at, I think, a 7'6" and a 7'10", so they can still ship them. They call it an 8-foot, but it's just a hair shorter, so they can ship it. I should have them in here the end of this coming week. I've got a couple in here now if you guys want to come in and look at them. Other than that, I don't know what's going to come new come spring. There's quite a bit of new stuff coming out right now, some new Bobby Garlands, stuff like that. It depends on what we can make room for in the shop. Some stuff we're going to do away with. We'll have a lot of marked down stuff come spring, so we can move in some of that new stuff. I think the swarm jigs we're going to do away with. If you guys like to use them, we will have some of them marked down this winter. So that's about all I've got for you guys. I appreciate it, and have a good one, y'all. Happy Veterans Day.